Good day, I'm Theodore Henry and this is your JIS News for Tuesday, June 24, 2025. Phase 1 of the Garmix Free Zone redevelopment and expansion project has generated over $340 million in rental income from businesses that occupy spaces in just over 2 years of operation. A ceremony was held on Monday to mark the official opening and also to launch the development of phases 2 and 3. The $1.1 billion investment was financed by the government and includes 31 units, comprising 3 warehouses, 6 mixed units, and 22 mini warehouses for MSMEs. The project also includes a major overhauling of the drainage system, improvements to the main entrance and security post, as well as the installation of state-of-the-art security technology. It was managed by the Factories Corporation of Jamaica, FCJ. As Minister of Economic Growth and Job Creation, Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness says this is another bold new chapter in the country's industrial journey.
Let this ribbon-cutting ceremony serve as a signal of our collective ambition to position Jamaica as a global logistics, manufacturing, and investment destination. This project reflects the government's economic strategy in action. It embodies our commitment to catalyzing the productivity of our people and our determination to build a modern, competitive economy.
To meet further demand for commercial space, the Prime Minister says approximately 500,000 square feet of land will be developed under phases 2 and 3. It will include a multi-level warehouse building and a modern high-rise commercial complex, as well as areas to accommodate technology firms, among other things.
I'm pleased to report that contracts have already been signed and work is well underway, with an initial investment of over $240 million. These 2 phases combined are projected to create up to 400 jobs in the construction phase and as many as 3,000 new permanent jobs across the campus over the next 5 years.
The Senate on Friday approved amendments to 3 pieces of legislation which impose harsher penalties for murder, especially in cases involving the killing of children. The bills are the Offenses Against the Person Amendment Act 2025, the Criminal Justice Administration Amendment Act 2025, and the Child Care and Protection Amendment Act 2025. They seek to increase the minimum periods that must be served before an offender is eligible for parole and to adjust the term of life imprisonment to 50 years where the offense is murder. Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith, who piloted the bills, says the government is sending a strong signal that murder is wrong by raising the level of sentencing.
The government remains firmly committed to justice, not vengeance. We understand that sentencing must reflect the gravity of the offense. It must serve as a deterrent. It must reinforce the sanctity of life, and it must provide opportunities for rehabilitation.
In relation to minors, Minister Johnson-Smith says provision is being made under Clause 2 of the Child Care and Protection Amendment Bill. Section 78 indicates that where a child aged 14 to 17 is convicted of capital murder, he or she shall be liable to be given life imprisonment or a term not less than 30 years as the court considers appropriate.
We've really tried to strike the balance. We don't want a loophole where the gunmen choose our youngsters as the shutters because what they will be sentenced for is a drop compared to what they would. So we're closing so that everyone understands the message that this is not the path for your future. If you want freedom, don't murder. Don't murder people.
Residents of Hampstead Park in St. Andrew Eastern will soon benefit from safe, legal, and reliable electricity under the Jamaica Social Investment Fund JIS's Rural Electrification Project. The grant-funded initiative is being implemented in partnership with the Ministry of Science, Energy, Telecommunications and Transport and the Jamaica Public Service Company, JPS. It aims to connect underserved communities island-wide to the national electricity grid. The project, which forms part of the government's broader rural electrification program, was officially launched last Thursday at the Hampstead Community Center. Energy Minister Darrell Vaz announced that more than 200 households were expected to benefit directly from the initiative.
The project will support the upgrading of electrical infrastructure and provide internal house wiring for at least 200 households based on the assessed needs Each participating household will receive support valued at approximately $183,000 per household, which includes full house wiring and, importantly, a $4,000 Jamaican dollar electricity credit via the JPS prepaid platform, covering $4,000 for 6 months.
To support a smooth rollout, both JSIF and JPS will host community meetings to help residents complete the onboarding process. Minister of Finance and the Public Service and Member of Parliament for the constituency, Favour Williams, welcomed the initiative and encouraged residents to take full advantage of the opportunity.
It is intended for all of you who do not have proper access right now to electricity to sign up and get safe and secure access and to get the service that you can afford. Once you get hooked up with a prepaid meter, you will be able to buy electricity in the same way, in the amount that you can afford, whether it be $500 worth, $1,000 worth. That's how you're going to be able to buy your electricity going forward.
The government is taking a major step to support male victims of human trafficking with plans to establish Jamaica's first dedicated shelter for boys. This initiative is being spearheaded by the Ministries of National Security and Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport through the Bureau of Gender Affairs. Gender Minister Olivia Grange says the shelter will fill a long overdue gap in support services for males.
We have shelters for women, and people always say, oh, you have shelters for the women and you do have shelters for the men. So we're starting by ensuring that we put in place a facility that will help our boys who have been victims.
The shelter will provide special support and rehabilitation services aimed at healing and reintegrating the boys into society. And finally, the Child Protection and Family Services Agency, CPFSA, has expanded the notification of ANANDA alerts for missing children with the introduction of digital billboards island-wide. A partnership with Intelligent Media Limited and Visual Vibe was forged recently to support this strategic initiative, which seeks to widen the net in locating these children.
This joint initiative marks a powerful new chapter in how we harness digital technology to protect our nation's children. Time is very critical when a child goes missing, and these digital boards will act as immediate visual alerts in communities where every second counts.
The alerts will include the child's photo, physical description, and contact details and will remain on screens until the case is resolved.
We are also sending a strong message to would-be abductors and traffickers. Our children will not disappear in silence. The entire country will be looking for them.
The ANANDA alert system is supported under the Ministry of Education, Skills, Youth and Information and functions in close collaboration with the Jamaica Constabulary Force and other partners. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.